everybody, welcome back to Doing It Like Danny, or in Spanish, Haciendo Como Danny.
Why is this so deep?
That's my butch voice. Welcome to California, where the homeless are allowed to build two-story shacks. But if I have to do something to my house, well, if Angelo has to do something to his house, he needs permission. Welcome to Do It Like Danny, starring Cousin Louie, with Cousin Angelo, and starring me. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to our Face Space, MySpace, Hate Space. We love it here. Instagram, if you like, follow, subscribe, always remember this is the Do It Like Danny show with Cousin Louie and Cousin Angelo. And we, as you noticed earlier, Cousin Angelo had a little bit of a house malfunction here in Montecito. We have a storm coming, and the umbrella took him up and picked him up, very Wizard of Oz style. So he's back now, thank God, in one piece.
You're just jealous because the umbrella got blown and not you. On the roof.
Oh, George would appreciate one. He would appreciate that one. That was a good one. Yes. Well, I will have to admit something. I did talk to Jurgen.
We knew it. Oh, now you have to spill it.
Word association? Is that what we're doing?
No, we just talked.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, we just talked. We did.
That's how it
but
starts.
I will say this, and I'm only going to admit this to you guys.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I
It
think
is G-rated.
I did get a little, I was a little taken aback because I didn't know he was a closet listener. Because I spoke about how when I accidentally drunk dialed him, and I really did accidentally drunk dial him. And he said, "Oh, I know, I saw that episode." And I was like,
Oh, God.
Oh, he misses
He's
you.
texting your mom. What on earth is this?
They're on a collect text, bro.
Comparing notes.
and by the way, speaking of my mom, she loved the
awesome.
the quesadilla shout out.
Good.
That was good. That was a lot of fun. Those
Yeah.
episodes were good. They were
Yeah.
fun. I had a good time. Very good, Louis. Very good.
Thank you.
I didn't watch them.
We're only gonna get better from here.
Oh,
Better.
yeah. The one time he doesn't watch it when he's all about that whole episode.
So I don't know if you've heard in the news, everybody. Maybe you have. Everybody is up in arms over El Conejo Maldito performing over at the Super Bowl, which is AKA Bad Bunny. So people are up in arms, and so it's Turning Point, right?
Yeah,
Turning
Turning Point
USA. The KKK people.
Yep, that's all it stands for.
Have decided to be super divisive and have their own Super Bowl party and their own show, aka the Mayonnaise Musical. So, yet has a performer been named, but what are your thoughts?
I haven't thought too much about it. I've stopped caring about that kind of shit. To be quite frank with you, there's too much shit going on. That's like a subplot of everything else that's happening. It's like, I don't care.
Why mayonnaise?
Oh,
that's
because
all they
it's
eat.
white.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Wonder Bread.
I think it's really pathetic that they are continuing to divide America.
Yeah.
And how many performers haven't been non-Americans or English speaking as their first language at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
But I think it's just honestly it's every single year somebody has an issue with a Super Bowl performer, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember back in the day when it was Madonna, and then they accused her of promoting Satanism, and that the images that were being presented in the Super Bowl, somebody went through and found, I don't know, a matching M, and they're like, that means Satan. And like, it's like they just dig deep. And I think a lot of it too is just like, and when is enough going to be enough? Why can't people just perform? Why? I mean, you're a performer. You're an actor. That's what it should be. Like, people that think this is like real life, and I shouldn't say think this is real life. I mean, that's not a great way to put it, but I think that they believe too much into it. All he's going to do is sing songs.
Yeah.
So what are
And
they
that's
what are they
it.
actually doing? They're going to I know they're doing their own performance, but are they cutting into when Bad Bunny
No,
is?
they'll be able to probably you're gonna have to cut from your TV, and then either go online
to Fox News or something
and
to
tune
watch?
in as they perform as AKA Mayonnaise Musical.
Okay, yeah.
It's called the Turning Point something, and it's like it's so
Lovely.
crazy. It's like what
What happened to the good old days when Janet Jackson's
when her titty popped
her
out.
Nipplegate?
Now that's a titty.
That's a real
Really?
controversy
I
right
never
there.
thought I'd be at the age to sit there and say, gone are the good old days when a nipple got flashed. Where are those days?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing
Yeah.
that this is happening, but this is a climate we're in.
I just think it's weird that Spanish is where they draw the line now.
But isn't the taco man brokering a deal somewhere around the world? Can he broker unification here in the United States between us? I mean,
Right?
come on.
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
on a side note, he was up for the Nobel Peace Prize, right?
yeah.
And if you're not familiar with that, apparently submissions were supposed to be this year, January 31st.
Well, do you know who won it?
Some girl.
It was some girl.
Yeah, some girl.
It was a woman from Argentina.
Yeah.
How is that not a kick in the ass?
don't cry for me.
Well, I heard she accepted it in his honor. She's all about it.
Oh,
Yeah, so
that
it's
I
not as
missed.
good as people make it out to
Oh,
be.
really? So she's in the cult.
I think we need to fact check him.
We can
Oh,
check it.
we don't need to. Stop the presses right there. We will continue this further, and I will get a text message or a phone call.
Oh, yeah.
We
yeah.
no longer need to do it
Dana.
live. We will get it. And then you know what we should do? We should bring her, we should either telephone her in, or we should do another episode, like a remix.
Yeah.
Where it's her going, that's not true, right? Her actually saying it. That would be really funny.
Yeah, that'd be
We
good.
don't need it. We have our in-house personal fact checker with the name of Dana, and she's amazing, and we love her. And she's in Arizona right now. I'm so sorry. She's helping a family member. Her family member is sick, and we're sending thoughts and prayers and everything healing to you and her. And hopefully I'll see you soon. What you will be seeing, let's bring this up to a positive time in the life of Doing It Like Danny. And that is, we have decided to host our own Super Bowl halftime show. If you think we won't do it, we're going to do it. It's going to be her live. Here's the commercial. Take a look. Welcome to the Do It Like Danny Drag halftime show. We're not divisive. We're inclusive. We include everybody. Everybody, buddy. Starring me, Connie Asada, a.k.a. Do It Like Danny, Oslo Como Danny, and Primo de Louie, Cousin Louie, who will star as Marjorie Taylor Queen. And we could never forget one of the biggest stars ever on Celebrity Corner with the KKK. Oops. Louie, can you erase that? Because that's not going to be good, because we don't do that kind of things here. We're inclusive for this drag show. Okay, great. Now back to the show. And as you know, there's going to be fireworks. There's going to be wrestling. And we're going to have Cousin Angelo, who is going to appear as antidepressant. If you think that's going to make you sad, it won't. It's going to make you happy, because you're going to have the best Super Bowl party ever, because we are featuring the one, the only, your star of the Super Bowl Do It Like Danny halftime show, Relisa Defiles! Woo! So as you can see, we're having our own Super Bowl halftime party, because you know why? We're inclusive. We are not divisive. We may be rude, we may have an attitude, but we include everyone, including, like I said, Relisa Defiles, which you'll see. So with all that being said, now that we're talking about celebrities, I'm going to have to throw it to Cousin Angelo with his Celebrity Corner with the K. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Well, we always seem to end on a good note, right? Like we want to do a happy note, but here we are talking about Diane Keaton's passing at the age of 79.
Wow.
And I think it was a shock to all of us, right? It was a shock to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was ill and they haven't really said what she passed away from, but I think it pretty much threw Hollywood off guard.
Yeah.
But what an amazing career when you really think about it. The people she has worked with, and beginning with her career with Woody Allen.
Yeah.
That's
that little
right,
pedophile.
Annie Hall.
Yeah, Annie
That's
Hall.
right. Oh, yeah, he is a pedo.
Yeah.
Is he a Trump supporter?
Is he
in
maybe
the
now.
cult, too?
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, but the body of work that she's had.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Great actress.
She's up there with Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
I mean, Meryl Streep
Oh, yeah.
obviously is more, but I mean, she's been in so many different things. You know, most notably, my sister loved First Wives Club.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So to kind of piggyback off of last week's show, 6 Degrees of Separation.
Is that a gay term?
Sorry. That would be 12 degrees.
Oh.
When I was much younger, I worked at a sandwich shop in Beverly Hills. And just randomly, I was driving around Beverly Hills taking pictures of architecture. So I photographed this beautiful Spanish house that was in the middle of being remodeled. Many years later, I'm flipping through Architectural Digest. The house had been sold by Madonna
Oh, wow.
and was being remodeled by Diane Keaton.
Ah.
Yeah.
Did you know that was Madonna's house at the time?
No,
Or you didn't know,
I did
you
not.
had no
Nope,
information.
Nope. I just loved randomly
Scoping out
beautiful-
houses
Yeah,
that don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
to.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, so that was
Stalker.
great.
I know, right? Hollywood corner, bro.
Yeah.
The police come. We're like, we had no idea. It's all on video. We're like, oh, hi.
Now, was she ever on The Talk or any of
Yes.
the other talk shows?
She was in the Talk. Was she on Ellen? I'm trying to think way back. I'm pretty sure she was.
She probably was.
She
yeah.
had to have been on Ellen. She definitely was on the Talk. She was never on the Tyra Show. That's okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect her to be, though, because she was a little bit older and that kind of demographic was a little bit younger.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Ellen, there is a producer who was on her show, who worked on her show for a couple of years.
Yeah, he's sitting right there.
And
I wasn't a producer of that. I was a nobody.
I mean, we've spoken about this many times, but it just kind of plays into Celebrity Corner.
Yeah.
He was saying what a bitch she was.
It's coming out.
So
man.
it just keeps getting.
Is that the Greg Fitzsimmons one?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So
Yep.
he was a writer. He was also the
Or writer.
he was
Writer.
the warm up guy. Would be eventually then producer, right?
Okay.
So he started with the show in the he was actually the warm up guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then he became part writer and so on and so forth. And then I think what really threw everybody was because when the writers went on strike, and she didn't support them.
Wow.
They actually hired scabs
Yeah.
to come in. And there's some really notable comedy writers that have written for her for that show. Greg is one of them. Greg was hilarious. We call him Fitzy. And so, yeah, it's interesting how it's all coming out now.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, I don't think I kind of think there's no intimidation factor now, right? I mean, because
She also doesn't
she's-
live here anymore. She has no control like she used to.
right.
Yeah.
There's
But
no
did-
threat to their career.
And also, too, but like, did she ever have any control, though? You know
At
what
that
I mean?
time, I
Like,
think so, a little bit.
Interesting.
Have you guys seen that Margaret Cho story that's going around right now where she's talking about how when she was younger, during her comedy years, she was coming along with Ellen. And she, I think, opened for her a couple times. And then when she went on the show, Ellen pretended like she didn't know who she was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
6 degrees of separation once again. So somebody that I went to high school with, and I say loosely was friends with, but still know him today, and he's been to my home here. He's actually best friends with Margaret Cho.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I used to
Hi,
love her.
Scott.
I used to love her TV show. I
Yeah.
think it was called All American Family or something like that. Do you remember that?
Not fresh off the boat?
No.
Oh, this is
This is a
different.
different
That was
one.
Constance. I
Early,
got them.
early on, when in like the 90s during like the Roseanne years and all that stuff.
But
Can't remember what it
there's-
was called.
I want to say Rosie O'Donnell says the same thing about her. Like she just wasn't supportive of other. I don't know what that was about. Like why she didn't support other lesbian. or
Oh,
gay
Ellen?
Ellen.
I know the answer to that. Raise his hand. Haciendo como Danny. And that is because in meetings, in fact, this was told to me by my boss at the time. that she went to a meeting and she said, we are not to show bulldog lesbians, that Ellen only wants lipstick lesbians. Like, this is, I'm figuring it's verbatim. This is what was said to me, right? I wasn't in the room, so this is allegedly. And she doesn't want the gays to think that this is their show. And that was verbatim, right?
Wow.
And there were other hints that led me to believe that, yes, well, although she was gay, she never wanted it to be like a gay show.
Wouldn't that offend you, being a gay man and working for her, to hear something like that?
You know, I was young, and yes, I was a PA. It was my very first, like, what I call scripted television, daytime television talk show, right? Before that, I had worked on, you know, award shows and, you know, fashion shows and, you know, fast-paced, live, things that were like, fast-paced, things that were live, crazy, intense. And this was my first talk show. In fact, even when I got hired at Ellen, I never set foot onto the stage until probably 3 or 4 months into my position being there. I mean, we were working in the office all the time. And then finally, as I got better and they got to know me, then yes, I moved onto stage. But she, you know, now that I've been in television, or I was in television for such a long period of time, I realize now that it's, at the end of the day, it's a business. And what's kind of coming to the surface is, you know, they don't want to hear about gay people. And I say they or them or whoever is America.
You're so in line with woke, right?
I don't
They,
want to be
them.
woke. I don't. Yeah, I'm trying not.
They, them.
Well, no, I'm just talking because you know, all those sick people have multiple personalities, so I don't want to be rude. So, and so, you know, it's kind of a weird thing because, you know, nowadays what's so sad is being a gay actor, performer, comedian, you just don't get as much play as you would as if you were to pretend you were straight, right? Or if you were straight acting. It still exists.
Yeah.
For as far as we think that we've come, we really haven't come that far.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, that comment or that whatever the producer shared with you, because that falls right in line with Portia. You would walk right past Portia, her DeRossi, and you would never know if she was a lesbian or a straight woman.
Yeah, I was surprised
So-
to find that out too.
Correct. I didn't know, right?
No.
I didn't know about, but when she started dating Portia, things did change. I will say this again. I don't ever want to defend Ellen, but you know, because of, again, to fortify what you said, I don't ever feel like she helped the gay community. And the same can be said of Sarah Gilbert when I worked on the talk.
Oh. But
Do you-
that's so.
Sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. That's just so interesting to me because she was canceled, and she was like one of the first culture cancel, or she was.
Oh, Ellen?
Ellen.
Oh, was she really?
When she
was
came out
she-
as a lesbian in her
Yeah.
show.
On her show, yeah.
So you would think, having survived that she would be coming back supportive of her community.
Well, that's a good point because at the end of the day, think about it. You know, if she got burned the first time for coming out, then there were still people that would come to the show and they didn't know she was a lesbian.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like they were coming from like, we're from Arkansas, we're from, and I'm sorry to, you know, recreate accents, but I'm just saying, like, there were people that come from the South. They didn't know.
Yeah.
And if you were to tell them, they'd be like, what? What
Yeah,
are you talking-"
they wouldn't believe
was
it.
It was foreign to them.
Okay.
So this is where we are at right now in the nation, is that people just don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't see it the way that we do, and we don't see it the way that they do.
Yeah.
And for many years, people thought that she was straight and that she was just either going through a phase or they didn't want to believe it.
Not with those haircuts.
Right? Not with those haircuts. Oh my God, that's so funny.
So why do you think her and, say, Sarah Gilbert don't really seem to come out as vocal gay women or lesbians to help their community? Is it like a hate thing? Do you think they're protecting their own skin? Well, what is that?
I don't know, but I think this is going to be a very stereotypical thing to say, and I just think that lesbians can be kind of selfish. I think gay men are more apt to be a part of, you know, like the Habitat for Humanity and the, you know, and I again, this is allegedly because I really haven't done my own personal research. I'm only give you my point of view from what I've experienced. The majority of times when I would reach out to charities, a lot of them are run by gay men when you're seeking LGBT kind of sort of, resources.
Yeah.
Not too many lesbians are running them.
Huh.
And I would listen, working at the Talk, I would have really enjoyed it if Sarah had really done more for the gay and lesbian community. She spoke about it, but there was never a lot of action. Again, I don't know if it's because she was shy. I don't know. She was really good friends with Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Spider-Man.
She was really good friends with him and all his kids, and he would come to the show, and he wouldn't be on the show, but he would be there, like, on the side and the wings, and they had good conversation. They were always, like, going back and forth. But I don't know. I kind of got a bad taste in my mouth for her when, there were so many things happening with the gay community, and she has a voice. When you're a celebrity, you have a voice.
Yeah.
You really should use it.
There's power behind it.
There's
So not even
absolute power
behind the
behind it.
scenes, she was promoting and helping and supporting.
No.
Yeah.
Did you meet anybody else who was a lesbian that was supporting while working in television, or was it all just gay men that took that kind of role?
There were a lot of closet lesbians that I knew. There were a lot of executives that I knew of that were lesbian that would have never come out the closet. And I'm not going to out them now.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean,
let's
but I think it's
lesbian or no lesbian.
right? Yeah, I think,
Homo,
it's,
no
I think
homo.
it's surprising. Me personally, people always say, "Why didn't you hide?" No, I'm just kidding.
It's too late.
They never said that.
Your poor mother was trying to push you back in a closet. You kept kicking the door. Speaking of lesbians, who I did meet, who I went and saw and met eventually at Gelson's, who was fantastic, was Sandra Bernhardt.
Oh,
Bernhardt.
she is for the community.
Yeah.
My friend Adolfo absolutely loves her. I
Yeah.
loved her also too. I
Yeah.
don't follow her as closely as
Yeah.
he does, but there is one thing, 1,000,000% that I can say is that Sandra Bernhardt is an angel amongst the community. And the
Yeah.
reason why is because she has involved herself in AIDS documentaries, in the Ryan Murphy in Pose. She was a doctor. She helped. It was all about HIV. It was like she's always positioned
She's in it.
herself in such a way that has always benefited the community.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what I would have expected. I think even Rosie did. Like,
yeah.
even Rosie did. So
Yeah.
I would have only expected Ellen to do it, and for her to kind of take, a back seat to it. I was kind of shocked. And then, then for Sarah, I was like, here it was, I working on the Talk. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, oh my God, this is Sarah Gilbert. Like, she was Darlene on Roseanne, right?
Yeah.
And I loved Roseanne. Like, I loved the program. So that was kind of cool for me. And I never get starstruck, but I was like, well, that's kind of cool because she's a lesbian. And, we get to be on I get to be a part of the show. And maybe she'll do this. But we never mentioned it. And if I'm correct, there were opportunities when there was like something with gay and lesbian teens, and I want to say she scratched it.
Oh, wow.
And again, I have to go back because I'm getting old. My dementia kicks in.
You have to read those emails.
I have to read those emails.
Those leaked emails.
Yeah, I have so many emails. Oh my God, I saved a lot of stuff.
The
so
receipts.
I have receipts, honey. I'm Whitney Houston, reborn. Hey!
Well, I could say, just being a people watcher, every time I was invited to go to that show, she looked the most bored out of everybody at that table.
The executives basically coined her as it was like watching paint dry.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was
She
like
had
watching
this
paint dry.
blank stare and face, and she would just be sitting there just...
Well, she came across as disinterested
Yep.
in life.
Yep.
Period. Like, there's nothing there.
Yeah, I think she was just there to collect a paycheck, to be honest.
And the free gifts.
Yep.
Yeah, like all the rest of them. But listen, but I will say this, right? And this is behind the scenes stuff. What I will say is she was, when they remodeled her dressing room, she wanted lead-free paint and to make sure that there was no formaldehyde in any of the things. And the level of things that she wanted in her dressing room, I was like, oh my God. And actually on air, the host would joke because I think one year Sharon, one of them gave toys to her kids and she was like, no plastic.
Oh,
like she
my
would only
God.
accept wood toys for the kids.
God.
That is so
Which,
weird.
It's like,
Sarah accepting wood.
I will say, actually, you know what? I'm going to give this up.
Yes.
And this is good. And this is good about talking about this because I'm going to give this up. There is one behind the scenes thing. So she was vegan. And so were the kids. Well, I'm going to say they were forced to be, right? Because when you're a small child, you don't know.
You don't know, yeah.
And you're growing, you need particular proteins, right? You need things in your life that can help you grow strong
Were they all, like,
bones.
sickly and yellow or what?
Right? No. Well, no. So when Sarah was on stage doing the show, the nanny would be there, but she would be like, like she'd turn her back, whatever. She would let the kids eat in craft service. And when there were hot dogs, those kids ate hot dogs like
Nobody's business.
I've never seen kids
Like you
eat
at
hot
Gay
dogs.
Pride.
Thank you. Those kids ate bacon. Those
Wow.
kids ate meat. So, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
That part was kind of sad. I will say this: when
Closet
she
meat eaters.
yeah, right. When she switched partners with Linda from Four Non Blondes, Linda was amazing. I loved Linda, and I still see her walking on Ventura Boulevard, and I'm like,
nice.
Linda, and she'd be like, hey. She was amazing. I would go back and forth with her, and we'd talk shit, and that's what I loved about her. I loved her because she'd say, God, give the kids fucking food. Like,
But maybe that's what Sarah needed, was just a good balance, right? I mean, because all these people go to extremes, and listen, you can eat as healthy as you want. You can fall for this, fall for that, but it doesn't extend your life necessarily any longer.
it's very true, especially nowadays. I
Yeah.
mean, my very best friend, Philip, his partner, God bless him, and thoughts and prayers a million times over, he worked out every single day. He taught a workout class. He did protein powder. I mean, his body is amazing at his age. And he got sick one day, and lo and behold, cancer was everywhere.
Yeah.
So now he only has weeks, months to live.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, it's like, that's so crazy. Here's someone who devoted their entire life to fitness and making sure that everything that he put into his body was immaculate. And this was the result. So, I mean, you don't know nowadays, is it because it's an additive in the protein powders? Now they're saying there's lead in all of their spices, right?
Oh, wow.
Now they're saying that it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
You try to be gluten-free. I'm not. Or you try to be, non-dairy. Not. You try to be all these different things in order for you to, like, extend your life. But I think the reality that I think that people forget is, it's a cycle. There's a beginning and there's an end, and there's no way out.
No.
There's no way in the middle of, like, I'm going to live 100 years. I'm going to try.
Yeah.
I'm going to try so hard.
Gonna get the, what's her name?
So
the
just
Jenner
to-
mom?
Yeah.
Just to
Give me
close,
cow udder.
just to close up Celebrity Corner.
Oh, thank you.
Since I know
Finally.
you're in the market, Danny, Adam Levine is selling his property in Montecito for $60 million. So get your checkbook
You're only
out.
off by $1 million.
I'm off. Fuck.
I knew you were
Do
in
you
the
know what
55
property taxes are for a property that size?
Probably about $120,000 a year.
Jesus Christ.
That's going to be close. That's going to be close.
Actually, no, it's going to be $1.2 million.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Time for the OnlyFans. Jurgen.
So good luck with that.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
All right.
Although I hear there's a maid's quarters opening up.
Oh.
From the back door or the front door?
Oh, my.
Danny only goes through the back door.
Same thing I heard about Jurgen. So
Well, I mean, now. This isn't about me.
oh, again, it's not about you. Sorry.
Well, thank you, Angelo, for your Celebrity Corner. Thank you so much. I feel so informed. I feel so amazing. Thank you. So speaking of bottoms,
And on that
note, we are going to say thank you so much for watching today's episode. We hope you enjoyed it, and we're going to see you tomorrow in a few hours or who knows when. But you better fucking tune in to Do It Like Danny tomorrow. Bye!